Hey everybody, checking in again on the Midweek Check-In. First of all, touching base about the Bible Project. How's it going? We are getting toward the end of the book of Romans. We are getting ready to start the book of 1 Corinthians. We're going to talk about that next week. But before we do that, we are going to finish out our series in the book of Habakkuk. Pastor Drew preached 2 weeks ago on chapter 1. He preached just this past Sunday on chapter 2. If you haven't had a chance to hear those messages, go on over to our website, click on the resource button as it drops down, click on sermons, and you will find them right there. They are so worth your time to go out there, find them, and listen to them. They're very, very good. This week we are going to be in chapter 3 of Habakkuk, and I love this. As I read chapter 3 of Habakkuk, I see him and hear him in his prayer. So the whole chapter is a prayer that he is offering up to the Lord. And it's really awesome because in the beginning of this prayer, he is expressing his gratitude, his thankfulness. He is saying, God, I see you, you are good, and here's what I have seen you do. It's what I've seen you do in the past. It's what I see you doing now. It's how I see you present with me and my people and in our community. And he's doing a really good job of pressing into what is real in the midst of how he is feeling. But then, of course, at the end of this prayer, he actually also circles back around and says, but here's where I don't see you, and I'm crying out, and I'm confused, and I'm concerned, and I'm worried, and I'm saying, where are you, God? I know you're good because I've seen your goodness, but I'm asking where you are right now. He is actually modeling for us a really good way that we can pray every single day as well. There's this practice called the prayer of examen that was kind of created in the 16th century by St. Ignatius of Loyola. And it's this opportunity that we can come before the Father once or twice a day. Typically, the kind of recommendation is to do it twice a day, once in the middle of your day and once at the end of the day. And during those prayer times, whether it be in the middle of the day or just at the end of the day, whichever you have time for, we are coming before the Lord and we are offering up both things. Thanksgiving and cries out, right? What's going on inside of us? What are we concerned about? The first part, when we're talking about Thanksgiving and we're recognizing and seeing and identifying, here's where I saw you moving and working in my life, Lord. Thank you for that. That's called a consolation. That's something where I say, wow, I am acknowledging and recognizing that you are real, you are here, you are working right now in my life. It's an awesome place to be. But then it's also important for us to press into the places where we're confused, just like Habakkuk was. We're confused, we're concerned, we are scared. We maybe are even pressing into some struggle, suffering even, and maybe some darkness. And we can invite him into that place too and just say, I don't see you here. This is my desolation. So we focus on consolations and desolations, and we bring both of those things to the Father. That's essentially what Habakkuk was doing, and we are invited to do that too if we want to practice this awesome thing called the prayer of examen. So I encourage you to do that. Take some time throughout your day and spend time in Thanksgiving and in time of crying out and offering up your heart to the Father. Just like Habakkuk did, just like St. Ignatius of Loyola taught us that we can do that too. Now, as you're also reading through this last chapter of Habakkuk chapter 3, make sure that you tune in or check out the posting below. There's a teaching there on Tim Keller. There was one for week 1, one for week 2, and one for week 3 that coincide with chapters 1, 2, and 3. They're really great resources. And don't forget to go back and listen to the old messages, and make sure you tune in on Sunday and listen to this message for Habakkuk 3 as we finish out this sermon series. All right, you guys, that's it for me this week. We will be back again talking about 1 Corinthians next week, but until then, be blessed and have a great week. We love you guys. Bye-bye.